All right, guys, good morning. Good morning. Welcome to the morning note. It is 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time here Tuesday, January 11th, 2022. My name is Carlos Garcia, founder and CEO of G.A.R Capital. Thank you so much for taking the time out of your day to join me. Let's rock and roll. Let's go ahead and start with the markets. Before we begin, bottom right-hand corner of your screen, click on that logo there, the white logo. Turn on notifications, subscribe to our channel, like our videos. Really appreciate it if you press that like button, comment any of your questions. And we're here to help, as always. Dow Jones down 20 points, pretty flat. NASDAQ was up earlier today, down 16 points, and S&P is flat. The Russell is slightly green, 2168 currently. Take a look at yields. Yields are dropping slightly, 1.775. The dollar is flat, 95.98. The VIX is still below 20, 1981, down up about 2.11%. Crude oil is up 1.71%, 79.50. 79.62 a barrel, 1.9 now. 1804 for gold futures up 0.29%. Silver futures up 0.35%, 22.54. Euro dollar is flat for my Forex people, 113.29. 115.60 for the dollar yen, up 37 pips. That's usually a good sign for risk appetite when the dollar yen is up. 31.14 for Ethereum futures, up about 1%. Bitcoin is relatively flat, 41.6670. And gasoline futures are up 1.70% at $2.31 a barrel. All right, let's go ahead and take a look first at some technicals here. We're going to take a look at S&P futures and NASDAQ futures, and I'll look at SPY and Qs. You can see basically that 50-day moving average was the level that we were looking for to break above. We broke that overnight, and we retested back down to the 50-day moving average. So right now, kind of a holding pattern. Would like us to bounce and get above 46.80. So let's place that alert there. 46.80 would be helpful for a scalp possibly this morning. And then I would target possibly 470 if you're looking at for SPY calls. Let's go ahead and take a look at SPY together. Yep. So right there, that 50-day, I think the best bet would be right around 467.34. And that's on SPY. If you break that, then I would start taking a look at possibly 469, maybe the 470s. I would target and try to scalp it for the day. Tomorrow being CPI, the inflation reading. Again, you just have to be careful. So again, that's my alert on SPY. That's been my focus today. On QQQ, kind of the same deal. Would love to break this recent high here about 383.10. If that breaks, then I'm looking for possibly getting to the 385s and trying to scalp it for the day. So again, see if I can get it for the day, even if it's 10, 20%. Again, you want to take a little risk off the table ahead of CPI. We don't know what the number is. So again, that's what I'm looking for on the NASDAQ, 383.10. Let's go ahead and bring up NASDAQ QQQ. Again, that would be the 100-day right around here, that blue line. Let's see if we get there. 15,900 would be great because then I could target around 16,000 as the first, move the stop as I trade futures, and then up to around 16,273 with a trailing stop as I go along. Let's take a look at some pre-market movers this morning, and then we'll answer some questions. Really no news out there today. JP Morgan is real standing pat on buying the dip, and they expect the technology route on NASDAQ to be basically done with or overdone. Apple is green today, well, slightly green. They were green, now they're flat. Intel up 0.45%. One of the executives of Micron left to go to Intel. Microsoft slightly red, IBM down 3.7%, Nike slightly green, JP Morgan down about a quarter point, Coca-Cola slightly green. So again, not tons of movement. AMD up 1.14%. That's great. I'm a shareholder. Nvidia down 0.60%. American Airlines up 0.21%. There was some news with American Airlines. Let me go ahead and read that for you from Trade the News. AAL preliminary Q4 revenue 9.42 billion versus 9.12 billion. Down 17% versus 2019 levels, prior guided to 20% down. Pre-tax margin down a negative 13% to 12% negative, prior guided 18 to minus 16. Total ASM 61.1 billion minus 13%, prior guided minus 13 to 11%. So again, some decent numbers. Again, they're still working on trying to get profitable, obviously, but again, after a great reset, that's what happens. So again, I am bullish on the airlines moving forward. They're going to be fine as time goes along, but it's going to be a while to hold them. Ford Motor Company down 0.36% this morning. On the NASDAQ side, Tesla's down 0.61% after they reported some Chinese numbers here. Let me see if I can find it. Tesla shares rose 1.1%. early this morning, trading after CPCA statistics revealed record monthly sales of the company's China-made automobiles. So a good sign, definitely a good sign for Tesla. Let's take a look at the chart together. Oops, there goes my TOS. There you go. Get this over here. Let's see if we can fit this bad boy. All right, let's take a look at Tesla together. Looking at Tesla here, we're just retesting that 50-day. Sound familiar? Look pretty similar to NASDAQ, right? Obviously. So again, we'll see if we can break above on Tesla, maybe break above 1091. If that does break, that'd be maybe worth a shot at it. But again, with CPI tomorrow, just gotta have to sit on your hands on this one. Good news, I'll be live blogging today from 10:30 to around 11. I'll be doing a class. I'll be teaching a masterclass student with Nick. That'll be for around half an hour to maybe an hour. So if I'm a little quiet on Twitter, that's the only reason why. Again, we're just going over some investment strategies as all together. So you just wanted to speak to me. So any masterclass members that are here, if you want a class with me regarding investment strategy or talk some macro, I'm here to help. Just go ahead and message your teacher, and then we can set something up together and we can have a nice little chit chat. I'm always on Investment Club, so I'm always talking on there. We had a great call on Sunday for our New Year conference. It was excellent, kind of talking about perspectives and what to look for, what are the sectors we're watching, and so on and so forth. With that being said, let's go ahead and answer some questions. Good morning. Good morning, everybody. Let me go ahead and move this over. All right, cool. Good morning. AMD upgraded today. Nice. Where do you chart crypto? That would be Binance. Binance, right here. That's how you chart. That's probably the only best way. The only other way would be on TOS with futures. But again, if you want the spot price on crypto, Binance is your best bet. Inflation numbers are tomorrow. What do I expect? I have no idea. I wish I knew, but to expect, I kind of expect the worst, but I'm not trading it like it's going to be the worst. So we'll see. XLF puts, I don't want to touch anything ahead of CPI because if the CPI number is really high, then obviously XLF is going to soar. If CPI numbers are better than expected or lower than expected, XLF is going to fall. So it's a very binary bet, and I don't want to do that. Levels for calls on spot. Yeah, we just went over that for calls. Jeez, what's going on here? My damn computer. I may have to reset this bad boy. I hope not. I leave it on overnight. Let's go ahead and take a look at SPY. The level I'm looking for SPY is 467.34. That's the number I'm looking for. I think I may need to charge my keyboard. I think that's why I'm having issues. So let me plug it in. Give me a second. It's a wireless keyboard. There you go. All right, that should help. When you say break a level, do you mean price actions close below the alert or actually taps it? It taps it, then we go take a look at the volume and see if that works out, if there's anything worth it. Just because an alert's breaking doesn't mean I'm automatically filling. It just gives me an alert that, hey, take a look at the stock. That's it. It's like a phone call from the market. Hey, something happened, take a look. Don't be beholden that, oh, it broke, then we have to get in. No, sometimes the volume isn't there. And sometimes we tap and then we reverse. So again, it's just an alert. That's all. Let's see, football Mara. Let's see, football. I'm a shareholder of. Football, I would like to get above right around 1446 for calls. And for Mara, again, if we're expecting crypto to pop again, be right around, I would say 3070, which is the 100-day moving average on the hourly. That would be a good level to break. Let's go and place that alert, 3070. Let's do 3071. Again, it's just an alert. The best thing about alerts, you can put as many as you want. No issues there. Tilray looks good if it holds for $7 calls. Let's take a look at it. I don't know why I'm going so slow today with this keyboard. Yeah, I mean, if it breaks 7.5, I would say that'd be a little more prudent than $7. Morning, Carlos. Can you share TOS setup again? Yes, let's go ahead and do that. I go to share workspace here, and then what you do is you click on it, and then you just follow the directions, and you're right there. You'll have the setup right there. Here you go. 467.34 for a breakout. For what? On SPY? On SPY, let me see. I had it here. 467.34 for a break for a possible calls. But again, we need to see the volume. We need to see exactly how the market is moving. Again, just because an alert's placed, I don't want you to go right into something. Should I buy a house before the rate hikes? Rate hikes shouldn't have to be something to worry about when it comes to buying a house. The most important thing is, do you have your down payment? Do you have your budget set? Do you have an emergency fund for repairs? You never know in the future. Do you have a good realtor? Do you have your mortgage broker set? If you're doing that, then yes. I mean, if you want to buy a house, absolutely. If it's the house you really want, go for it. I mean, don't let a quarter point in March that's going to deter you for that, because that's not going to make a difference. Plus, you'll lock in a rate. So I'm actually in the process of buying an investment home. The home I saw on Sunday, they're asking $60K above appraised value. So we're skipping that and moving on. So we'll see what's next. But again, I'm in the same boat, kind of house shopping for an investment to rent out, and it takes some time. You don't get the first one you see, obviously, and don't be in a rush. Anytime you look for real estate, I bought my home last April. It took a lot of viewings, a lot of showings to find the one we really wanted. Me and my wife. Let's take a look. IWM for calls. Let's take a look at it. IWM for calls, we hit that yesterday. I think above 216 would do it. 216 would be right above the 50 and clear it. Levels for SPY puts. Good question. For SPY puts, we need to get it below 463.62. That's your level that you want to go by. 463.62. Let's go ahead and place an alert together. There you go. Below. Perfect. This thing's running slow. I may have to reset this bad boy. NIO, I don't know what that is, so I'm assuming NIO is what he's asking, or she. NIO need to get above this cross here, 30.42. That would be the call level for puts. You need to go below 27.92. So there we go. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and restart this computer. Thank you so much for taking the time out of your day. Join me today on Twitter. I do it every day. I'll live blog the market, give you guys some charts, what I'm looking at. So Instagram isn't the best bet to do that if you want to live follow. It's really Twitter. So again, I will let you guys know if I see anything great, any charts or anything like that, and you can take that information as you please. Am I still holding football? Yes, I am. Nothing has changed there. Have a good one, guys, and we'll catch you guys later on today for the aftermarket recap, 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Have a great rest of your day, guys.